Hello and welcome to your astrological vibrations for Monday, June 12th, 2023 by Gaia Blooming. I am Mimi and our energy mantra for today is curiosity keeps lifting me higher and higher. So when I sat down to look at the astro, that song, Higher and Higher, like your love keeps lifting me higher and higher, that's what came into my head. So hopefully we're on some upswings emotionally, energetically. I would love to dig into the fact that Pluto retrograded back into Capricorn on Sunday and Mercury ingressed moved into Gemini on Sunday. So admittedly, the Pluto in Capricorn transit is going to be much longer. We have Pluto in Capricorn through the rest of the year. We're not having Pluto go back into Aquarius until 2024. And that is not going to be the end of Pluto in Capricorn. We're going to have one more little visit into Capricorn, and then I believe it stays in Aquarius. So let's start with Mercury since it's a quick one. Mercury in Gemini is supporting our curiosity, but possibly challenging our nervous systems. So I know that I've just been through a crazy experience, a lot of stress. My nervous system always has been sensitive, and I found that Lyme acts up when I get super stressed. My eyes have been twitching almost nonstop for the last 2 weeks, maybe since the sun moved into Gemini. This is a call to tend to my nervous system. And if you are sensitive like me, if you are being challenged with sleeping, if you're feeling yourself extra jittery, if you are forgetting words right now, if you are just feeling challenged mentally, if your nerves feel like they are on fire on the last one, if you're having a lot of pain even, these are all signs that your nervous system needs some tending. Now, grounding is one of the best things you can do. I struggle with actually grounding with the ground here because of the bugs in Madagascar, aka Arkansas. But grounding is wonderful, but there's other things that you can do to tend to your nervous system. And I think we all have different needs. So if you are feeling challenged like that, investigate that, because Mercury in Gemini is just amplifying, lifting these mental electrical energies higher and higher. Now, what's nice is Pluto leaving Aquarius gives us a little break there. However, being that Pluto, the planet of empowerment, will be moving into Aquarius, not permanently, but, semi-permanently for a while next year, this is a great time to establish more things that support your nervous system. I really love that grounding mat. I realized today that it had become unhooked over the last few weeks, and I just hooked it back up, and I'm betting that is going to support me. But herbs and stones and oils and nature and whatever else supports you, now is the time to dip into that. Mercury in Gemini also encourages us to be open mentally, because we can learn so much. Now, this doesn't mean we take everything as truth. It just means we're willing to listen. We're willing to pay attention. It's also a good call to remember that with Mercury in Gemini, you cannot be paying attention, and still there's a part of you paying attention and sucking up the information. So keep that in mind when you're around something that you are just taking in, whether you would like to or not, and maybe adjust what you find yourself tuning into or tuning out of. It's something that aligns with your values, right? The last thing I'm going to say with Mercury and Gemini, and just a good reminder for this Gemini energy, thanks, Mahalo. Twinning. The twinning happens so much with Gemini energy, and sometimes, again, we'll do it just to make things okay, make things right. You can agree to disagree. It's okay to disagree with people. I know it's become such an interesting thing with the internet. getting piled on if somebody disagrees, but it is okay to disagree. It's okay to have your own mind, and just keep that in mind, because with Gemini, I think we're tuned to the one mind energy, but it's okay to be independent minded. So Pluto in Capricorn. The biggest thing I think we need to remember is Pluto is about empowerment. And I think so much about this Pluto transit as a whole for everyone is the empowerment of your personal authority. Recognizing and remembering that you as a soul are the authority of your life. And it's okay to stand into that power, to take that power. Now it's interesting because Pluto in Capricorn is, yeah, I know. It is changing the rules of things. Say hello. It is changing the rules of things. It is hopefully shifting a lot of the power games that have been ongoing for a while. But this includes the power games that we have going on in ourselves, especially the power games where we give it away to someone we make authority. Now this is interesting because this goes hand in hand with Gemini energy. Gemini will a lot of times believe something somebody says if they've put them in authority, rather than checking in, wait, is this true by me? Does this feel aligned? So both of these energies are kind of helping us work through this. So it's a very powerful time. Now, of course, any planet that's at the 29th degree is magnified. I didn't look to see when, let's just look at the ephemeris really quick. See when Pluto moves off 29. It looks like Pluto will move off 29 right at the end of July. So we got a little bit of time with this 29th degree to help us shift our power around authority. And there'll be other interesting astros ongoing in this time to help us. Whew. Just wait till the nodes shift into Aries and Libra and are squaring Pluto. That's going to be very interesting. So, that being said, let's look at today's energy. We have the moon in Aries. Moon also shifted into Aries on Sunday, bringing some fire energy. And we're actually kicking off the day with a fairly fiery connection with the moon and Mars. So, as I mentioned this, what popped into my head is SpongeBob SquarePants. When he jumps out of bed, he's like, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready. You may feel ready today with the strong, fiery energy going on. You also may feel a little frustrated and a little aggro. Hopefully, you're able to connect to your passion. Hopefully, you're able to connect to your heart through the day. Mars in Leo is asking us to do that. And that may help you if you are feeling any of those frustrated, aggro, impatient vibes. We also have the sun and the moon connecting. And I always like Gemini-Leo connection. Like, it's like a football player and a cheerleader. Seriously. Which one's which? You can decide that. But they like hype each other up, kind of an energy. So, so with this energy, again, that connection of inspiration with the Aries energy and the bright ideas of Gemini, you may have some really great flow moving through you with this. I will warn you that we're moving into our third and final revolution evolution day of Sun in Gemini tomorrow, so you may start getting some of those little pokey proddy feelings, so watch for that. I also didn't mention the week ahead. The week ahead, we're building to a new moon in Gemini and Saturn retrograde. I have been noticing in the patterns of things a lot of past life lessons coming up as Saturn is preparing to go retrograde in Pisces. So watch for that. Watch for that showing up. And in the new moon, we go into the dark of the moon. So watch for your mind. Now, it's so interesting because I love the cards that we have for today. We have totality. Be here now. So that's like, hey, be here. Let's get grounded. There's a lot of magic here for us, the ordinariness card, but this card is always like, there is so much good if you're keeping your eyes open, paying attention, and the possibilities. Look at these three cards together. Like, when you're here now, you are opening up the magic of possibilities. Love this, but watch where your mind, I got some cat chaos going on in the background. Watch where your mind, sells you out. Drops you down, is the burden in the case. Oh, you can't do this because of that. See where you can stay in the theme, in the energy of possibility, where you can go higher and higher. We have the silence card, and this card is the star card. It's beautiful, bright future. And this feels to me so much of this, this Saturn retrograde and new moon working together energy. Saturn's like, let's move through this karma. Let's complete it. Let's release it. So we really can see these big and bright ideas that you have. So really beautiful energies incoming. So with that, I'm going to leave that here for today. You can book a reading with me. Email me, mimiclark@gmail.com. Besides that, the better it gets, the better it gets. There's more than enough love in the world for you. You have the power, and honor your values, and please let curiosity be a value. Namaste.